Love cannot set you free. Only truth can set us free. Truth without love is harsh, but love without truth is cruel. I feel like love is the thing that we talk about more than anything else. I don't know if you actually, do you even believe in truth anymore? What does it look like to believe in love and truth? To speak the truth in love? I don't know about you, but I've been around people quite a lot who are good at just, they think, or they are, telling it how it is. They will tell you the truth, their truth about you without you even asking. And there's other people who are just really nice, really kind. If something's difficult, we just sweep it under the carpet and we keep going. To say that people who, shoot their mouth off a bit are harsh, I think we'd all agree. To say that those who just ignore the stuff that's going on and call them cruel or call their actions cruel, that sounds harsh. But actually, if you want to change, if you want to grow, if you want to be transformed, if you want to be the person you were made to be, don't you need some truth tellers in your life? I, every day, try and read some of the words of Jesus. I try and reflect and think about what he's saying and doing. Well, I say read. I actually listen to it. I have it. You can download an app and have it played to you, so I listen to it in the shower. Just hearing his words, sometimes he's properly harsh. But we know that he loves us. And actually, I want to be part of a community. I want to be with people who love me enough to tell me the truth. Not all the time, picking me up on my crap. I don't want that every day. But if it never happens, my lovely wife, in the middle of a row, once just took her kind of life in her hands and went to me, "Do you want to deal with this self-pity stuff you have at some point?" And that gave me a choice. I know that she loves me. Her life, her actions, her words through 16 years of being married tell me that I'm loved. But she read my truth. She told me the truth and she said, "You've got some issues with self-pity, mate." And that started a few months of kind of working through that and talking to other people and hearing other people's truth and kind of thinking, yeah, I do get into that cycle of, oh, it's so bad, it's all so hard for me. And why? Where does that come from? Where's that grown in my life? And how am I going to get rid of it? And how am I going to involve myself and other people and my God in just moving on from that? And that's been really liberating. I'm not done yet. But if she hadn't spoken the truth to me in love, I wouldn't have got free of that. So if you're going to be honest with yourself, who's speaking truth to you? And actually, do you accept truth from others? Do you want truth? Or do you just want a kind of like niceness? Because actually, real love is people who will tell you the truth. Who'll support you, who'll get behind you, who'll encourage you, way more. But then that one time in 10, that one time in a month, will say, hey, here's the truth, mate. This is what you need to sort out. Just an example from when I was like 19 and I had two good friends, and one was 5 years older, one was 10 years older, Brent and Dave. And I don't think they would even remember this, but we used to go out to the pub and they were a bit older, so they had a bit more money than me. And I just used to let them pay for every round. I didn't realise it, but I was quite tight. And one day we all stood at the bar, we all ordered, and then they disappeared. These were my two closest mates at the time, and they just disappeared and left me, and I paid. And I was a bit like, what? And then we sat down and they just kind of went, how was that? And we just had a chat and they were like, you realise you don't get your round in, mate? Like, that's not okay. If we offer, that's okay. If we say, no, skip yours because you are a bit worse off, that's okay. And actually, I wasn't any better off. I don't think. I just assumed that older people would pay for me. I was just tight, or I don't know. But good mates, and they weren't nasty. You know, it was a joke, and they made me pay me around, and then they just kind of, you know, they were nice and funny and encouraging about it. But whether it's like your big issue with self-pity, or your laziness, or your self-doubt, or whatever it might be, or the way you treat your wife or your kids or your husband, or whatever it might be, or if it's just, seriously, buy your round, mate, we need loving truth in our lives.